Hey, y'all. Hey. Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in, y'all. We're going to do some fun, bright color summer crafts today. And I've got some buttons because we're going to make a big bow and we need a button to go in the middle of the bow. So whenever you get here, say hello. Make sure you hit the heart button. You are engaging. And make sure that you comment the word hoop, H-O-O-P. And we're going to get started. My name is from A to Z Designs. If you don't see a red box right there, that means you are catching the replay. So, let us see what we can do tonight with our hoop wreath. Hey, y'all. What's going on? So, a couple of things. Today's the last day to shop all of our cutout sale from May 30th. We have cutout of the week. Today's the last day for that. I've got lots of things to talk about. But let me take you back a little bit. Y'all like my button jar? And I did grab some like hot pink buttons. But we're going to see what we can drum up here. So I am going to start by taking, this is called a hoop wreath. Okay, it's pretty awesome actually. And we're going to just open this up. This is 3 pieces. And I will show you how it works. Okay. Hey, friends. Howdy to all. Hello, hello. Y'all, we just got like downpoured to the maximum on. Like in a split second, we're sitting outside. Boom. Sky goes dark. Temperature drops about 20 degrees. Downpour. Pretty crazy. Pretty crazy. All right, so let's save the cardboard because you just never know. My Sunday's amazing. It's been good, y'all. It really has been good. Okay, so let me show you how our hoop wreath works. Probably don't ever do that around your face. Not good. Not good. Okay, so this is how it works. There are little pieces. There's 2 pieces that go on the hoop wreath, okay? And there's little bitty what looks like screws, one right here and one right here. Okay, and then those just go in the hole, and then this piece sits on those little screws. So, in other words, you could just do something on this, and that will be your project. Or if you didn't want to use that, you could very well just use the bottom piece. So check it out. You could just use this piece by itself. Okay, so there's lots of options. I think we're going to use both pieces tonight. I think so. So let me know what y'all are doing. How was your day? It is a very cute surface, Melissa. The last time I used it was Christmas time, actually. So there's that. All right, so I'm actually going to end up painting these white. All right, so let's do that. I'm going to grab some wax paper. I don't know if y'all saw my reel today. If you saw my reel today of all the amazing things that we're gifting away this month, put me in the comments. M-E. All right, so we're going to grab our wax paper. And we're going to, let's see. I had some bright white paste out here, but I think I threw it away because we are down to like the very bottom barrel. Ooh, lots of people saw it. All right, here we go. I'm going to do a mom move. Open it with your teeth. Don't try that at home. Okay, and we're going to grab a 2-inch sponge, foam, whatever you want to call it, brush. And we're going to paint this. Because you can paint this. Now, this surface is not reusable like our chalkboards. If you really wanted to reuse it, you would want to sand it down and paint over it. Okay? So, in the month of June, and I'm going to remind you guys of this all the time. Every single week, we're giving some amazing prizes away to our top 3 engagers every single week. Every week. So, you must be engaging. You must sprinkle the video. You must tag friends. You must, I don't know, heart every single one of our posts. Engage with our post. Answer the question that we ask. Whatever it is, just do it. Okay? Hi, Carrie. And the winners will probably be announced like on the Monday. So like this will be the first week. It'll be announced like the next Monday. Okay, let me see how I did with the edges. Not too shabby, y'all. Do you see anything? I'm looking in the camera. Maybe a little bit. Not too bad. All right, I'm going to slide that one over. Keyword is hoop. H-O-O-P. Make sure you put that in the comments. That's engaging. All right, that's engaging with us. That way, you will get a message to your messenger. And if you're new here and you've never messaged with us before, it will go to your message request. It's like a junk folder. So you'll need to go in and basically approve it. But there's lots and lots and lots of information whenever you comment our keywords, because I fill it up. I fill up the message with a bunch of goodies. Okay, so let's get this painted all white. Hi, Pam. All right, sorry, guys. Let me see if I missed anything. Y'all are like rapid fire tonight. Hi, Wendy. Look, hoop, 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 hoop. Thank you. Annette, shipping would cost us a fortune, unfortunately, to Canada. Like triple the amount that the item probably cost us to purchase. Unfortunately. Okay, check it out. White board. That side's going to be hidden. That looks good. That looks good. Okay, so we did pretty good. So we're going to dry it before I decide to put my white away because I might need a second coat. Hi, Brooke Gardner. Hi, Wanda. Hi, Missy. I have blank labels down there. Zach's in the house. Or he's in the room. He's been in the house, but he's in the room. Hi, Sue, and Dana, and Linda, and Roxanne, and Shirley. I can see your comments. Bambi says hello. Hi. Wanda says hello. Beverly says hello. Debbie says hello. So, y'all, if you haven't shopped our cutout sale, you can send us a message with the items that you want. Hi, Teresa Gray. Hey, Kelly, and Sally, and Deborah, and Tracy. Pam, Janet, Barbara. So, sometimes our bright white, when you dry it, doesn't look as vibrant white. So we may need to add a second coat. So that's why I really want to make sure this is dry so that we can determine what's next.
Hey, I noticed you forgot to show this today and something we might be giving away.
Yeah, I did.
Make a bow like a pro. I always said make a bro like a pro. Make a bow like a pro.
That's one of the giveaway items. Oh, good. Yay, Dana. That's awesome. What transfer is that you're using? Well, my friends, I haven't showed it, but let me show you. It is called...
You gotta show them the fish, by the way.
Probably by the pool. We're going to use that.
You gotta show them the fish.
Show it. Kira has a new toy.
And it's shiny
Look at
and
that
smooth.
fish. I haven't even...
Kong. Yeah, I love it.
So if you have dogs, I don't know if cats have Kong brand, but are you familiar with the Kong brand? Apparently it's supposed to be really durable so that they don't chew through it, I guess. I know, Barbara. Whew. Yes. It does look real. Yes, it does. Love the chair. If I put it outside, what do I need to spray it with? Wanda, get you some like outside clear, like Krylon spraying seal. Okay? That's what you need to do. Zach is doing well, y'all. He hurt his knee playing with the kids on the last day of school. So he was putting it on the, what do you call it? Heating pad? No, we can't have a bum dude in the house. No Kong brand for cats? Okay. It is, Linda. It is gross. That's why I was leery to touch it. Finding fish pretty. Yeah, fish, they're not pretty. Oh no, Mammy, she's eating grass. Thanks, Patricia. Yeah, just make sure that you tell me if you guys sprinkle the video. That's going to help us decide who is the winner. Chicken dinner. All right, so I think these are dry. So I'm going to do something. I'm just going to see. I don't think we need a second coat. I think we're good, my friends. Okay, so that is done. We're going to close up our bright white. Something seems very dark in here. Is it just me? You went fishing today and caught some bluegill. Linda just woke up from her nap. Oh, the joys of taking nap. Linda, I'm jealous. I'm very jealous. All right, so we're going to put this away. We're done with that. And we're going to apply surface wax to this. Thanks, Shirley. So my wax is along the outside edge, right? So I'm going to just soften it up a little bit and do this. Yes, when dogs eat grass, they usually have stomach aches. Thanks, Wanda. Dana's trying to get used to the Bodabra. I don't do bows usually, not very good at making them. I'm not either, I just practice. Your dogs destroy the Kong toys. Yes, they say they eat grass. Yep, when their tummy doesn't feel well. Carrie injured her knee and tore it. I have to wear your brace. Hi, Lisa. Thanks, Michelle. The cutouts are great from the sale. They really are. You did a good job. Okay, so I'm going to apply surface wax. You're going to use your wax anytime that you paint a wooden surface or you are layering chalk paste, okay? This is going to protect whatever you use to paint your surface with, okay? My dog would get the squeaker out. Yeah, I don't think there's a squeaker in there, which I was kind of surprised. Okay, so we got wax on that one. Now we're going to put it over here on this one. Hello, Delora. Went to Owasso to see St. Jude's home. Owasso. Where's that, Beverly? Thanks, Teresa. Delora, we are just painting our hoop wreath. It's a process. But I need something. I want something summery. And I've been wanting to use this transfer. I've been so into like all things patriotic that everything else is like gone to the back of the pile over here on my wall. So, oh, it's in Oklahoma. Okay, well that's fun. I mean, I hope it was fun for you. Okay, everything is waxed. I like to put a decent amount of wax on there. This is finished. Now, we're going to grab our transfer. Who wants to see the cutout of the week for tomorrow? Ooh, making meatloaf. Zach doesn't do meatloaf. Yeah, Delora, just send me a message with the items that you want. All right, so this is considered a size C. I saved my bags because so I can put them over here on the little peg shelf or peg wall. And this one has a bunch of cut lines. You see those like line of all the lines, right? So I'm going to cut along those lines first by, let's see, let's go. This one's really cool, y'all, because it has pool, river, lake, ocean. So probably at the pool, river, lake, or ocean, or probably by pool, river, lake, or ocean. I'm digging this, where they give you options. Maybe you have a condo at the lake, so you don't really have a pool, so pool's not an option for you. This is really awesome because you could use it based on your situation, right? Yes, thanks, Kelly. You can wash your wax applicator. All right, so that's cut. So let's come over here and we're gonna go all the way across. It's really easy to do this, y'all. You could, if you wanted to, cut this entire thing up as far as in sections, like you could chomp, 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 chomp across. I like to keep mine all together on the white backer sheet. It's just easier for me because of the way I store them. So this is the tedious process. But it's okay. Y'all ain't got nowhere to be. And I don't either. I'm right here. Hi, Lorena. Lorena, did you get your form submitted? I'm very excited for you. All right, one more cut, I think. Yes. Okay. I'm thinking about this, so we're definitely gonna go with the water. So I'm gonna grab my fuzzing cloth. Oh, you know what else I didn't show you today, y'all? That I'm giving away, that I have one that I haven't opened. You know this black dish drying mat that I use all the time to clean my transfers? I get 90 million questions about this a day. And it's strictly from Amazon, and it's literally called Dish Drying Mat. Dish, I don't know if you can see that, drying mat. So I have a new one that's unopened that I'm gifting away to the top 3 engagers. 3 every week. Okay, let me know if you need help, Lorena. Oh, look, there's Rach. Hey, Rach, you got somewhere to be? No, you don't, girl. You're right here with me. My sister is in the house. Hi, Juanita and Tammy. Mosquitoes are your state bird in North Dakota? What? Is that for real? You're waiting for me to finish. Well, I'm just going to take my sweet time. Just kidding. I will not rush, but we're close to being done. Okay, so this is going to be tricky. Well, not really tricky, but I need to really focus. Hold on. So I am going to place these. I need to do it the right way. Oh, I got paint on that. It's fine. I want to make sure that these are going the correct direction. Okay, so if it's going to go like that, this needs to stay this direction. So what I'm going to do, that's not going to work. So what we're going to have to do is chalk it while it's on our hoop. The hoop. Please hold. Crafting difficulty here. Come on. Okay. All right, we got the bottom done. So now we're going to put this on. I'll show you why I need this to sit the way it is. Y'all, the struggle's real right now. Okay, we're gonna go this direction. Stay in your lane, board. Okay, here we go. There, we did it. As Dora the Explorer would say. Thanks, Rach. I am doing great. Okay, we did it. So here's why I need to do this. Because this is going to keep my surface like flat, okay? If I was to take this off of the hoop, one would be taller than the other, raised, okay? So now I'm going to lay it down like that so that they are together and they are the same height. Okay? Yeah, Michelle. I don't know. Michelle, Miss Michelle Clark is one of our new Perks members, y'all. In the month of June, she joined this morning. Hold on, I'm trying to find something. Okay, I want to make sure that my Lakeshore, this is the color I'm using. It is a very pretty blue. And by the way, hold on. Look at this. You see? Let me make sure I get them in the right order. Hold on, I'm very proud of this. You see? You see. Look at that. Didn't think that was going to happen. That right there brought me a lot of joy. Okay, dokie. All right, let's mix this up. So I sprayed a little bit of distilled water in the jar of paste because this is an older, well, it's not an older jar. I just don't use this color as much. And over time, your paste is going to not dry up 100%, but it can get on the drier side. So you really need to work with your paste. Become one with your paste, okay? So for example, if you have some jars of paste in your craft room that you have not used in a while, I suggest that you take them out, get you some stir sticks, and you give it a stir with some distilled water in there. Only put distilled or purified water in your jars, because otherwise if you use tap water, you might have some green fungus growing, okay? So I just want to make sure that this is good to go, all right? Thank you. Thank you, thank you. All right, so I think we're good to go. So now what I'm going to do is lay the transfer down, kind of like this. I want it to go from one end to the other. We might have to come and add a little bit to this side, which is fine. We can do that. I'll show you how to do that. Let's start up here first. Okay. We're going to go right about there. Is Deb on here? Deb, we're going to go 2 inches and a little bit, okay? Wink, wink. All right. These are reusable silkscreen transfers, okay? I fuzzed it by adding lint to the back. Now what I'm going to do is take it, obviously lay it on my surface, but now I'm going to just take a little bit of my paste and go over it with a squeegee. This is called a squeegee. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to put your thumb on the circle. I don't know if you guys can see the circle. Okay, and then you're going to just flip it over. And then you're just going to drag that paste on the transfer. It's the green thing you see on your screen. On the white wreath. You're going to drag it all over the area that you want it to go through. Okay, go through the silk screen. All right. Super important. Make sure you get it all covered. Okay, so once you have it all covered, everything looks okay. Lay that there, and then we're going to lift it off. And we have pool wavy lines. Yes. Don't you love it? I know, Amy, that was my measurements last night. Okay, so I'm going to carefully put this up here because we need to fill in this right here. Okay? What I'm going to do is take this amazing dish drying mat, or what did I say? Dish drying mat. Yes. Okay, and I'm going to just spray this with water because we're going to use it again. I don't want to use it right away because my paste is wet. And we're going to take our handy dandy, where is it? Board eraser. Thank you, Milena. It's actually really cool. And you can buy refills. You don't have to buy the hoop again. You just buy the refills. And then you can just switch it out for any of your decor. Just saying. Just saying. All right, so we've got our board eraser. That's what this is. They come 2 in a pack. Comment the word hoop, like in the comments. Type on your phone, type on your keyboard, hoop, H-O-O-P. And I will send you a message with all of the details, okay? There's a lot, so you need to read. Get your glasses on and start reading, okay? All right, so that is now clean. All of that paste is now on my board eraser. This can be washed out. You just take it to the sink, let the water run over it, and you just squeeze it, okay? Just like that. Now we're going to grab a paper towel. Hi, Roxanne. Hey, hey. Hi, Shannon. How are you, Shannon? Take off all of that, what I call like dirty water, okay? It's like paste water. And just make sure that it's all out. But look, it's all that blue that we just put on there is gone. Gone, gone. Okay, and we are going to put it back on our fuzzing cloth because anytime you clean your transfer and you use it again, anytime you clean your transfer, you are removing the fuzz or the lint that you originally put on it before using it. Okay, now I'm going to take my quick dry tool and dry this before we add this little section down here, okay? All right, so let's talk about cutout of the week. In case you didn't know, you know, we've always got something going on here. In fact, I forgot to paint tomorrow's until about 30 minutes ago. Every Monday we drop a cutout of the week that's under $20 shipped for US, and you have only a few more hours to grab this one. This is our glory sign. All you have to do is comment the word hoop. It is in the message that we're going to send you with a link to purchase. It comes with a kickstand. These are pretty awesome. I don't know about y'all, but these are like my favorite things. So it comes with this piece. You just slide it in there, and then it just stands by itself. You could glue it in if you wanted to. Like some of this surface here, like makes it like slide away from it. So sometimes I just glue it. But this is the cutout of the week for a few more hours. All right. And then tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. we'll release a new one. And I'll show you that here in just a second. All right. So our water is dry. Pretty sure. Yep, it's dry. And now what we're going to do is take our transfer and we're going to fuzz it again. Okay, we're adding lint to the back so it's not as sticky. Okay, thanks, Wendy. Thank you. What color brown? That is an acrylic paint. Maybe called Nutmeg. I think so. Yeah, Deb, if you want that one, you've only got a couple more hours. Thanks, Carrie. All right, so we've fuzzed that. Now we're just going to finish off our little water here. And now I've got to remember how I lined this up. So if the transfer's there, here we go. So I'm just basically, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect just because it is wavy lines, but I just need to finish this section right down here. Okay, so I had paste left over on my squeegee, so I'm just going to use that leftover paste and drag it over my silk screen to get the complete pool waves. Okay. Yay! All right. So now we have the waves completed. Isn't that cool? I just love this stuff, y'all, so much. Like, you could even take this piece of your transfer. That's not what I wanted. And do like red and white stripes for patriotic. Like, you could do all sorts of things with different pieces of the transfers. It's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. The blue is like a navy between cadet and black velvet. I just mixed it. All right, so now this is ready to go. We're done with this piece of the transfer. Okay, so I'm going to just clean off that dirty water. And then we're going to put this right on the back. No, we're going to put it right back onto this backer sheet. Look. Ta-da! Okay. All right, so let's try this. We're done with our... I have little cups here that I put all my stuff in, y'all. So we're done with this. I have some more paste sitting there. Don't waste your paste. And just close up the lid or close the jar. So I'm going to put this in my drawer. We're finished with that. And I'm going to add a little bit of water to this. Okay. It is a different color lawn. And honestly, I wasn't sure about the background. But Miss Deb said, leave it as is. And I did. All right, so make sure you guys are engaging. Make sure you're sprinkling the video. Make sure you do that on every single post on our page here. Again, it's the last day to shop our cutout sale. And I will show you tomorrow's cutout of the week here in just a second. Now I got to figure out what to do for next piece. Okay, so we're going to do that. Okay, so here's the next week's cutout. Very simple. Hello, summer. Hello, summer. And it's going to be the same concept. Kickstand, boom, little shelf sitter. Pretty awesome, right? Hit the heart button if you love it. So that will drop tomorrow at 8:30 a.m. Also, make sure that you are following our page. Because on Mondays at 8 p.m. Central, like I told you, we got a lot going on. We have mini sale Monday. Tomorrow's going to be a good one. Just saying. I don't know, put like 10-ish things up for sale that I have here on hand. Y'all comment and they get shipped once you pay your invoice like the next day. So I'm excited for tomorrow. Mini sale Monday, that's right. Yes, Shannon. Yes, girl, I didn't see you last week. Every Monday at 8 p.m. Central. All right, here we go. So I'm going to do probably... No. Here's my dilemma. I like this font because it's a lot bigger versus probably by the pool. Because, like, we have a pool in our backyard, so technically well, I guess I could be at the pool. Me too, Donna. Tomorrow, I'm really excited for tomorrow. The things I have for sale are definitely must-haves. That's all I got to say. Why is this here? Where did that come from? Okay, so I've got probably by the... and probably at the. And then I'm going to do pool. So do we want probably at the pool or probably by the pool? Somebody wanted to see the chair. These are on Etsy. Look at this. Is that not the most cutest little thing? I just want to sit down on it. And it would break the minute like the chair thinks I'm about to sit on it, but this is just so stinking cute. So this is on Etsy. We did that last night. Probably buy at the pool. Buy. Oh, buy wins. Holy cow. Okay, probably buy, even though it's smaller. Fine. You win. Okay, so we fuzzed that one. So this one is going to go right about there. Then we need to fuzz the pool. Okay, these, again, reusable silkscreen transfers, but you want to make sure. Okay, so I need to wax over the top because we're layering our paste now. Okay, so we're layering our paste. Yeah, public pool, right? Yep. Thank you, Beverly. Hi, Sharon. Okay, so we need to wax right here because this is where we're going to cover it up. All right. All right, here we go. So probably by... Okay, and then we also have these 4 things up here. So, I mean, river could be these because you're fishing. This would be for what? I don't know. This would be more by my pool. This would be by the ocean. Anyways, you could do whatever you want. I don't know. We might add that later. But I'm going to hold this up to see, spacing wise. Looks pretty darn good, y'all. Okay, here we go. So the reason I waxed over here is because I'm putting a sticky transfer on top of paste. So I want to protect that underneath layer so that the stickiness doesn't peel it up. Okay. All right, now I have 3 more colors. I think I want to do pool in yellow. Let's do that first. Okay, the drink, yes. Thanks, Anita. Girl, yes. Everybody needs to craft, man. It is like therapy for your soul. Period, the end. It is non-negotiable. Like, if you're having a bad day, you need to go to your craft room and just create something. I guarantee you it's going to make it better. Guarantee you. Okay. Just stuck my finger in that. All right, here we go. Let's lift this up and see what it looks like. Oh, yeah. Probably by the pool. I'm going to lay that over here. I have a little bit of yellow where I went crazy. Barbara. True. I know, Deb. Your craft room upside down. It's okay. That's not going to stop you from painting something, right? Or at least it shouldn't. Just saying. Okay, I think we got that. That was stupid of me to do that. All right, let's do... If we're going to do the drink... I'm in deep thought. Oh, Danny, no. Let's do this one. Janet's working on a craft box. Whoop, whoop. Okay. Let's use raspberry sorbet. This is like our equivalent to a hot pink, in my opinion. If I need a bright pink, this is my go-to. All right, so let's peel it up. Okay. Probably by the pool. Look. Most likely, if it's my saying, it's going to be probably in the pool on a raft with the music playing. Just saying. All right, let's put that away, that away. We're done with this. I wanted to add some teal. I mean, I guess we could do that for the drink, like the cup. Even though it does look like a coconut, does it matter? Nah. It doesn't matter, right? Your craft room gets smaller every day. Oh, Anita, that's hilarious. That's funny. Watch out when Debbie gets her craft set up again. She's going to be a crazy woman. Yes, Dana. Oh, that's so funny. We're not going to hear from her because she's going to be sucked into all of her crafting. Okay. All right, let me see. So there's no cut lines up here in this area around the four, I don't know what do you call them, icons. So I'm going to create my own cut lines. There we go. Okay. I need to, a different color. Your craft room looks like a hoarder. Moved in. Mine is going to become very small the next few weeks. My son is moving back in. Oh, goodness, Delora. Okay, so we've got a drink. I think the drink needs to come down here. Yes or no? What if we put it in the corner? Right by the P. Hey, Jerry. Okay, last call. There. What I'm trying to avoid is crossing the break in the things. The panels. I don't want to cross the break. Okay, y'all are saying yep. Yep. All right, so I'm going to do teal as the bowl, as the cup, even though it looks like, well, it doesn't really look like a coconut, does it? It doesn't matter. It's my cup. When I started my craft room, it was huge. Now I can barely walk through it. You better get started. Better get started, girl. Okay, so I'm going to be really careful with this. Because the straw and the little umbrella stick is close to the cup. Okay. There's that. Now we have a straw. Let's grab a squeeze. That. Hold on. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, Bahama Mama, that's right. Okay, almost done. I'm gonna do like a regular color for the dune for the stick to the umbrella. And then a squeeze color umbrella. That is our vibrant orange. Hi, Karen. Hi, Jeannie. Good, Linda. You should. So right now I'm using the detail tool. This is amazing because it's this little bitty squeegee. And it really helps with that, those fine, like, silk screen areas. Aha, that's so cute. Whoop, whoop. I love it. Hi, Julie. Sheila, how are you? Okay, so we did that, we did that, we did that, we did that. Now it's all your backyard colors. I love it. So that is what we have so far. Look. Yes! Probably by the pool, y'all. Is that not stinking cute or what? I love it. Okay, so now we're going to grab our ribbon. Let me grab my fabric cutters. Not doing that. We're not doing that. I'm just trying to clean this up because when I do bows, I have to really, really focus, okay? But let me clean these off really quick so we can be done with that. Clean as you go, y'all. Clean as you go. Flip it over. We're going to do the back side like so. This one has bumblebee on it. Flip it over, spray the back. And then that's how you clean them. Okay, it's super important to clean them. Because if your screen is clogged with paste, the next time you go to use it, I mean, hello, clogged screen, nothing's going through, right? Or you're going to have one heck of a time getting it to go through. I could, Deb. I absolutely. Deb's always one step ahead of me. All right, so these are dry, okay? So we're finished with our dish drying mat. We're going to grab the transfer, and we're going to just put this back where it belongs. This is probably, and pool. So comment the word hoop, y'all. You can check out all the supplies. Make sure that you become a Perks member before you shop because you're going to immediately save 30% off all of these products. It's only $20 to join, and you get $20 back to shop, and you get 30% off. 30. Okay, so I'm going to set this over here, and we're going to get our... Pink is like my new color, y'all. And we're going to use the bow maker. That is in the supply list. All right, so we're going to put blue in the background. I did grab a pipe cleaner. And we're going to put that right there. And we're going to start with the blue. Thanks, Holly. All right, here we go. I don't know. This is just a bow I make. Not sure there's a name for it. Technically, this one, this is more like a burlap fabric. Doesn't need to be twisted because it is double-sided, I guess you could say. Okay, even though I just twisted it. Last time I made a bow, I can't remember what I told myself. Like I told myself, next time, Amy, you need to do X amount of hoops. I don't remember. Hi, Angelina. Okay. So I'm going to put this back. Would y'all make 2 of each color, 2 hoops, or 3? I don't know. All right, let's do the same thing. I love this like hot pink. If y'all got, so we have ribbon bundles on our website. If y'all got the pink one, this is the ribbon that is in there. And if you want to shop our ribbon bundles, just comment the word hoop. Your Sam's doesn't carry any ribbon. Oh, that's terrible. Yeah. What's happening? So this bow maker I actually have on my chalk website. It is in the supply list. It's only $15. It's pretty awesome. Even numbers of loops of each color. Okay. Hi, Zach.
Hi.
Can you not hear me?
No, I can hear you, but...
IT guy is checking the audio. All right, so let's do this one.
There's no way. Wow. I think I'm picking up my machine. That's what it is. So I know it's crazy.
Thanks. Bye. All right, let's do this teal one last. I always have a habit, y'all, of twisting the ribbon. If it's double-sided. If not, then you definitely need to twist it. Okay, here we go. Here we go. All right. No, he is exhausted, Deb. I will tell you that much. But he's okay. I've been making him shut the machine off around midnight. Because he's cutting y'all's orders. All right, here we go. So let's take our... I'm not sure how this is going to work. Let's take our bow here. And we're going to pull this to where it's even. Even, Steven. Okay. Then what I'm going to do is take my pipe cleaner, grab it. You could use a zip tie, twine, whatever it may be. I probably should not have cut my zip tie. That's the problem. Because I can't get a good grasp on this. Hold on. Okay, that's a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and just dovetail these. Cut, cut, cut. They're not all the same length. Probably should have done it beforehand. You have zip ties you can't get to work, baby. Well, that's not good. Okay. All right. And one more. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, because we have the hoop, remember the hoop. This is not something I'm going to glue to this piece. So what I'm going to do first is kind of just spread this out a little bit. Kind of get everything going opposite directions, basically. Some tails up, some tails down. Just, I don't know. Make it a little summertime. Okay. Something like that, all right? You could mess with it all day long. All right, so now we're going to grab our little hoop wreath here. I'm going to hang this off the edge, and we're going to take the extra zip tie. So don't cut your tails. And I'm going to use that around the hoop, like the, the hoop. Okay, and then I'm going to find a button. So I have a purple one. Oh, yes. Let's grab our Stick Fast here. Oh, and by the way, I did find an extra bottle of Stick Fast, and this is going to be one of the things that we're gifting away throughout the month of June. So again, if you were not here earlier and you're not paying attention to our page, you need to be, because we're giving major giveaways in June every single week for the top 3 engagers on all of our posts, stories, reels. You have to share, comment, like, all the things. We're very excited about it. We have a bow maker. We have colored raffia, an 8-pack, all different colors. I have socks. I don't know if some of y'all caught these earlier. These are jars of paste on socks. I have 3 of them to give away. Just saying. We're really excited about this. I've got everything's brand new. Distress Oxide, inking, blending brushes. Like, y'all, we're going big. All right, so I'm going to take and cut these extra pieces off from my pipe cleaner. And it's not just on this video that it has to be done on. It's got to be throughout the entire month of June. So you need to go find our page the minute you wake up every morning and start engaging. Okay, so I'm going to hold this up for y'all to see. And like I said, I could just poof this all day long. But y'all, look at this. Look how stinking cute this is. Okay, now, this, if you were to hot glue, oh Lord, don't do that. If you were to hot glue the bow to this is metal, so it would pop off nicely if you wanted to. But like, I'm planning on hanging this like on like a hook. So it's going to keep the bow in place, if that makes sense. What do y'all think? Probably by the pool. In the pool, on the raft. Drink in hand, music loud. I love it. It just says summer, doesn't it? So, y'all, have a great night. Comment the word hoop. Check your messenger. Don't forget, this is tomorrow's cutout of the week. It's going to be like $10.99 shipped. And then this is the one you have a couple hours to get. $18.99 shipping including. Comment Hoop, go grab some. All right, y'all. Peace out.